Can we be honest for a second? A lot of people right now are pretending they can afford homes they actually can't. And I know that sounds harsh, but I think that's the conversation nobody wants to have publicly. Because everywhere you look online, people are still posting dream kitchens, luxury walkthroughs, interest rates predictions, marry the house, date the rate, all the usual stuff. Meanwhile, regular buyers are sitting at their kitchen table looking at a mortgage payment and thinking, wait, this is what normal costs now? That's the real market right now. And honestly, I think the emotional pressure around buying a home has become just as big as the financial pressure. So in this video, I want to talk about an article I read from Realtor.com about affordability and mortgage payments. But more importantly, I want to talk about the parts nobody really saying out loud. Because I think buyers today are exhausted. Not lazy, not irresponsible, just exhausted. And if you've been feeling that way lately while house hunting, trust me, you're definitely not the only one. So the article basically breaks down what it takes to afford the medium price homes in today's market. And when you actually look at the monthly payment numbers, it's pretty eye-opening. Even with mortgage rates coming down a little, compared to the peaks we saw before, payments are still high. And this is where I think people outside the market misunderstands what buyers are dealing with. Everybody keeps saying, well, if the rate drops, buyer will come back. Yeah, maybe, but not automatically, because affordability isn't just about rates anymore. It's prices plus rates plus insurance plus taxes plus everyday life getting more expensive at the same time. That's the part people feel. You know what I mean? People aren't just calculating a mortgage payment anymore. They're calculating survival. And honestly, I think that changes the psychology of the entire market. A few years ago, buyers were emotional, fast, competitive, aggressive. People were waiving inspections, throwing offers at houses within hours, stretching their budgets because they thought, if I don't buy now, I'll never get another chance. Now, the energy is completely different. Now, buyers are cautious, analytical, almost skeptical. And honestly, I think that's healthier because I'm seeing more people finally ask the right questions. Not how can I afford that, but how much can I comfortably live with every month without stressing myself out? That's a much smarter question. Because lenders qualify people based on formulas, but your real life isn't a formula. Your life includes unexpected expenses, job changes, burnout, kids, medical bills, family emergencies, wanting to travel, wanting peace of mind. And I think too many people bought homes over the last few years thinking only about the approval number, not quality of life. And listen, I'm not anti-home ownership at all. I still believe in owning real estate can be one of the best long-term wealth moves you can make. But I also think there's a dangerous culture online right now where people feel embarrassed if they don't buy immediately. Like somehow renting temporarily means you failed, or buying a smaller starter home means you're behind, or not wanting a massive payment means you don't understand investing. And honestly, I think a lot of that advice is disconnected from reality, because when I talk to real buyers, people are nervous right now, not because they're weak, because they're trying to be responsible. And there's a difference. I think buyers today are dealing with something previous generations didn't experience at this scale. Constant financial comparison. Every day online, you see someone buying a bigger house, someone renovating a perfect kitchen, someone talking about a passive income, someone saying, just buy now. But nobody posts the anxiety. Nobody posts the sleepless nights after realizing the payment feels overwhelming. Nobody posts the regret. That's why I think affordability conversations matter so much right now. Because the market isn't just numbers anymore. It's emotional. And honestly, I think people underestimate how emotional housing decisions really are. You can show someone all the spreadsheets in the world, but if that payment makes them feel trapped every month, they're not going to feel happy in that house. That matters a lot. And I'll be real with you, I think we're entering a phase where financial peace is becoming more attractive than looking successful. And personally, I think that's a good thing. I really do. Because for a while, housing became almost performative. People buying homes to prove something, buying more space than they needed, stretching financially because they thought appreciation would save them later. Now, buyers are slowing down and asking, does this actually make sense for my life? That's maturity. And honestly, I think first-time buyers especially need to hear this. You do not need to buy your forever first home. I think social media completely distorted expectations. People think their first purchase needs to look like a luxury Pinterest board. No. Sometimes the smartest first home is smaller, less trendy, a little older, not in the perfect neighborhood yet. And that's okay, because the goal isn't to impress strangers online. The goal is stability, and I think buyers who understand that are going to win long term. Now, does that mean people should sit out forever waiting for the perfect conditions? No. I don't think that's realistic either, because here's the truth. Nobody can perfectly predict prices. Nobody knows exactly what the market does next. Anybody speaking with absolute certainty right now is probably selling something. You heard that, they're selling something. What people can do is make smart decisions based on their own finances, lifestyle, long-term goals. That's it. And that's enough. I think the healthiest buyers today are the ones who stop trying to win the market and start trying to build a stable life. That's a completely different mindset, because once you stop chasing internet validation, the decisions become clear. Maybe you buy a smaller, maybe you wait 6 months, maybe you move locations, maybe you keep renting while stacking cash reserves. Maybe you buy a townhouse instead of a detached home. None of those choices make you a failure. And I wish more people understood that, because financial stress affects everything. Your relationships, your sleep, your mental health, your freedom. A beautiful house doesn't automatically create a beautiful life. That's the part people forget. And I think articles like this, Realtor.com pieces, are important because they force people to confront reality a little bit. Not fear, reality. There's a difference. And I think realistic buyers are going to make a better long-term decision than emotional buyers over the next few years. Now, personally, my advice, stop obsessing over the maximum house you can afford. Seriously, that mindset gets people in trouble. Instead, ask yourself, what payment still let me enjoy my life? That's the number that matters, not the lender's number, your number, the number that still allows vacations, emergency savings, date nights, breathing room, peace, because peace has value too, a huge value. And I think we're entering an era where buyers are finally starting to realize that. So if you've been feeling discouraged lately, if you've been looking at payments and thinking, how are people actually doing this? Trust me, you're not crazy. A lot of people are asking the exact same questions right now. And the smartest thing you can do is stay grounded in your reality instead of comparing your life to somebody else's highlight reel online. Because at the end of the day, the best home purchase isn't the flashiest one. It's the one that still lets you sleep peacefully at night. That's probably the real definition of affordability now.